Hi guys, this is Raisa here. Welcome back to my channel. I trust you guys had a wonderful week last week. I know that it was a bit trying as we had a full moon in Scorpio and it was very draining. At least that's how it felt for me. I was very tired and very drained, and I had a lot of memories that were coming to the surface, and I wasn't sure why until I heard that we were having a full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about digging deep. It is the transformation or the death card of the tarot. So it's a lot of releasing, removing, reviewing some of the stuff from the past. And I don't know if you recall, but that was the exact message that I got previous to the week starting last week from the angels as to things that we were supposed to work on that week. And they were right on it. And I see that now, looking back, as to what exactly went on this week. It was pretty trying. But the only way that we can move forward in life sometimes, because we're stuck and we don't know it, is by reviewing and releasing some of the situations that we've had from the past, whether it was a breakup that we had at work, a personal relationship, differences of opinions with family members. There's a lot of things that go on in our lives, and sometimes simultaneously we have all these situations happening in our lives, and they really tend to bring us down. They tend to stop our forward movement and our growth. And we need to, at some point, step back and realize where things started to change, what exactly happened, what were your thoughts at that moment, what changed you, and what was it that you were looking to do in your life. So you need to start digging and pulling out some of those old memories, and some of them are very painful, and they're very draining, because you have guilt, perhaps, over the decisions that you made at that time. But all of those feelings and all of those situations that you go through and the choices that you make, they're all growth. They all help you learn, they help you grow in one way or another. And sometimes you may feel like you made a hasty decision, or you made the wrong decision, but it really isn't the wrong decision. It's just it's a way of the soul to grow. It's a lesson that you needed to learn. It was something that you had to experience. But in hindsight, now you feel, oh, that was a mistake, or I shouldn't have done that, or maybe I should have done it differently, or no, you did exactly what you needed to do, exactly when you needed to do it. Nothing ever happens out of turn. So just know that it's a way for your soul to grow. Now, this week, again, the messages were to repeat. So another R word. So I think I'm stuck on that letter of the alphabet, R. Because now the message today was to repeat what went on last week, to continue, to remove, to dig deep in our souls, because we still have the energy of the full moon that's affecting us, because it does affect us a few days prior, a few days later, and then in our thoughts, in our psyche, we're still digging through exactly what is going on in our lives and how can we move our lives forward. We're using the lessons that we have learned so far with the Fool, from the Magician, from the High Priestess, from the Empress, and today we're going to visit the energies of the Emperor. But first, we still need to continue to remove and release some of those decisions that we've made, some of the things that have hurt us, some of that clutter that we have in our psyche, in our minds, in our subconscious mind, in our conscious mind, in our hearts. So we can still release some more of that stuff until we are ready, until we feel that we have grown from these lessons, we have forgiven ourselves and others for the seeming discomfort or upheaval or betrayals that we feel that we may have experienced from these people or from other people. Even at work, sometimes we feel that we're being judged unfairly, or things that are going on, but it's just because we're supposed to look into another direction, or look at some other aspect of it, or look at it from another perspective. Okay, there's many things for each one of us that all represent growth of the soul and lessons that we're learning. So we need to look at it in that aspect. Let me look at my paper and see if I'm forgetting anything. And we need to know, I wrote on here, Rome wasn't built in one day. So we need to know that by removing and releasing some of the situations that have hurt us, or some of these situations that we have deep within us that we don't even know exist there until something reminds us of it, a song, something somebody says to you or you hear, and it reminds you of these things that are buried very deeply. This full moon in Scorpio, because it is deep, it is the deepest, darkest waters, it will pull out memories that you have no idea are still there, and situations that you have no idea are still there. But you need to bring them up to the surface, kind of relive them for a second or review them, and then try to release them as best as you can so that they don't continue to live there, so they don't keep festering, because they do create disease. They do create problems within you, and it somehow it has to manifest in your body. So it's very important that we do get that out. And then again, remember that Rome wasn't built in a day, so it may take a little while for you to go over some of these situations, to release them, to forgive others, to forgive yourself. Basically, you're forgiving yourself. Once you can do that, it's easier to forgive others, because you'll forgive yourself for whatever part you played, because there's always two parts to the story. There's the part you're playing and the part the other person or the situation is playing. It's mirroring back to you. There's two parts. Once you forgive yourself, you can forgive the other part that played into this situation, that hurt you, or that changed the way you were living, that changed the way that you were looking at situations. So we're still reviewing some of the baggage that we carry from our past. So as you bring more of them up into your life, more, and review them and release them, then you can start to take control of your life, where you are now, and where you want to head. You need to spend time alone, again, with yourself, thinking, okay, this is where I came from. This is where I am now. What do I want to do moving forward in life? Where do I want to be? What do I see myself doing in the future? What is it that I really desire in my life? And whatever blocks I have there, I need to remove them. Hence, the card that we're going to be visiting today. The Emperor. The Emperor is the father archetype of the Tarot. He's the one that has control. He's the one that brings organization into your life. He's the one that knows what direction he is going to take. He's the one that has overcome a lot of the situations in his life, and he has built his throne on top of mountains. So he has achieved. He has achieved a very high position for himself through order, through control, through authority, okay, through discipline, strong will, through laying down solid foundations for himself of what he wants, where he wants to go in his life. And he gets things done. He's also a representative of the sign of Aries. Aries is a fire sign. Very independent, very assertive, self-assured type of sign, or type of people that a lot of them are teachers, they're leaders in some way, because they're fire. They represent the passion and the forward movement in life. They don't let anything stop them. They don't have fear to moving forward in life. So that helps a lot. And they love to get things done. When they set their mind on something, they get it done. And that's pretty much what the Emperor is like. Okay. He likes to get things done. So today we're going to see in several areas of our lives how we could bring the energies of the Emperor to try to help move us forward when it comes to our home life, our work, careers, and our relationships. Okay, to bring some type of control, forward movement. There's our first card into our lives. All right, guys. If this is the first time that you guys are watching me, my name is Raisa O'Farrell, and you can get to know me better by clicking some of the links below this video, or you can click the address down here below. That'll take you to my blog site, where it will explain a bit of my readings, the things that I offer. Also click the link, the I. It's either here or there. I never point in the right direction, but that also has a link there to take you to my readings, or to my site, or to other readings, other weekly readings. So check out the links. I also have my address up here somewhere where you can write to me if you're interested, and I'll send you my introductory email that explains a bit of what I do in my readings. I would also like to thank my viewers for continuing to be part of my YouTube family. I'd like to thank some of the new viewers for taking the time to listen to my video. And most of all, I'd like to thank some of my viewers for the donations that they have been making to my site. So if you like my videos, guys, down in the About Me section here on YouTube, I do have a link to PayPal where you can donate to my channels if you like what I do. And I would graciously appreciate any size donation and your attentive love for me. I do appreciate all of it, every bit of it. And if you would like a private reading with me, again, check my links above, below, write to me, and I will get back to you. I do love what I do, and I love each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the thumbs up. That helps YouTube expose me to more people. And please leave a comment, as I do answer and read each one of them. I will be putting out the weekly romance readings, or the monthly romance week. There's a good example of dyslexia. Guys, so if you have dyslexia, I feel for your cause, because I do have it as well. So, this week, I will be putting out the monthly romance readings little by little, so that it doesn't all pile up on me at the very end of the week, and then I am totally exhausted for about 2 weeks from all the reading and channeling that I do all at once. These videos do take a lot out of you, as you do have to connect, you do have to channel, you do have to open yourself up to everyone that watches you, and it does drain you. That's why we all accept donations on our channels, because we work very hard to do what we do. But I will be putting them out, so keep your eye open for that, and the monthly romance reading, and the weekly. Okay, I have the 3 cards out. One representing your home and life, one representing your career and education, and one representing the Emperor, your romantic life. Funny that I think that happened to me again. When was it? The High Priestess. When we were going over the High Priestess, it came out of the other deck as well. So I think we're lined up with the universal energies that are affecting us, let's say, for the week of April the 24th through May the 1st. We're beginning May. A beautiful month. Spring showers and May flowers. So things start to sprout in our lives and all around us. We are now in the 4th month. We're about to leave it, and that is the month of laying down foundations. And the 5th month is all about change. It's about changes that we're going to be taking in our lives all around. All right? So, how can we bring more organization into our lives and at home? More control, more forward movement, more stability. By coming up with kind, loving ideas. We have here the Page of Water. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship brings new phase, heightened psychic abilities. By experiencing more creative energy in your family, by going out, doing fun things with them, spending time with them, being more intuitive and being able to sense how they feel and what's going on in their lives. Perhaps one of them needs you, or they all need you in some way, and you need to use your intuition in order to figure out which one of them could use your attentive, creative energy, loving. Perhaps a new person will enter your life. Maybe some of you are expecting a brand new baby that's going to be entering all of your lives. Maybe you're starting to prepare, perhaps assisting someone in the family with the preparations or what they need, helping them get over the energies, because the energies can become unbalanced, helping them decide what to do with their lives, new creative energy, new intuition that you will be receiving, and in turn helping your family organize, helping them reorganize their lives and structure it a bit with your creative energy that you will receive. A new idea that comes in, some new project that you're going to love, a new person that enters your life this week, or your family's life. Someone new that pops in, and then you have to overlook it, be the authority in the family, help them decide what's happening and how to make their new decisions or their new changes. When it comes to your work life or your career, you've been struggling a lot. You're getting the Ten of Swords. So a lot of you have been overcoming a lot of the struggles that you have been experiencing at work, or trying to get a new class going on, your school, what you're learning. You do need to bring a little bit more authority in your forward movement. Perhaps some of you are changing jobs, going from one place to another. Something ends so that something new begins with less of a challenge. The Ten of Air. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Some of you may be recovering from an addiction to either material items, food, drugs, smoking, overeating. It could be many things, and due to stress, due to anxiety, okay, due to too much emotions, too much struggles, anxieties that you're going through wherever it is you are at work, or whether you're studying, you've taken on too many classes, and some of those things are going to start balancing now, because you're going to start bringing some more control over your life and over your forward movement, more structure to what's happening in your life. Same thing in your home life. You're going to be bringing more structure through creative projects, creative thinking, at work as well. A lot of these struggles that you have been experiencing at work, all of the workload or whatever's going on that's made you feel like you have too much of a load on you, betrayals perhaps from others at work, or situations that were not to your liking. Too many struggles, too many thoughts. The communication was broken down somehow. There wasn't enough communication going on, which gave you lots of oppressive energy at work. You're going to be changing all of that now. It's going to start to become less. You're going to move from a place of a lot of struggles to a place where it's not that much anymore, where now you can breathe a little bit better. Some of those responsibilities are going to be taken off your back. And perhaps some of you are moving in a different direction. You're going to another job. You're going to be moved from one position to another. You're opening up your pathways somehow. Maybe you're totally changing from one job to another. You decided, okay, I'm over this. I'm at the end of this cycle in my life, and I'm going to be moving forward, bring more control, more stability, more foundations, but in another place into my life where I don't feel so stressed all the time. Now, last but not least, the Emperor comes up as himself. For some of you in your romantic life, you're going to be bringing more structure. Perhaps you're going to be moving in together, if you're in a couple with someone already, moving into a bigger house, perhaps since you're expecting new babies, or maybe family members moving in with you. Perhaps you're moving into a different place with them, but you are going to be bringing more stability, more structure, more organization into your relationship with another person. If you are single, you may meet an Aries or a fire sign that will bring those elements into your life, will bring those characteristics into your life, because they are so independent and so much in control of what they do, and there's so much passion to them that some of you might be meeting an Aries. The Emperor, Archangel Michael. Michael is here to say, we're going to help you release some of the struggles from the past, help you cut some of those cords from the past so that you can move forward with a bit more authority in your own life, a bit more structure in your own life, and less struggles. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, and leadership. You're going to become more of a leader when it comes to your own life. And if you're single, you're going to get out there. You're going to start meeting new people, get out of your comfort zone, start doing something more fun for yourself. Because up to now, you have been struggling with all of those situations from the past that have pretty much kept you down in a place where you haven't wanted to be. A lot of those struggles are going to be released now, since you are at the end of this, and you're going to bring some clarity into your life, because the next card would be back to the Ace of Swords, where it cuts a lot of situations out of your life, a lot of things from the past away from you, so that you can bring clarity into your forward movement and what it is you want to do, how you can bring more structure and more stability into your romantic life, or into your partnership with people at work, with yourself, with your family members. You're going to be doing a lot of that reorganizing in your life this week, whether it's in your mind and then you manifest it into reality, or you're manifesting already because you have already been going through all of these situations in your mind, hence the Ten of Swords, and you're like done with it. You're at the end of that cycle. You're going to be moving forward. You're going to break away from this that holds you back by bringing in some new creative projects into your life, new ideas, new people that you may meet this week that are very creative, that may be younger than you as well. They may come right to your house, or someone introduces them to you, maybe where you live in your neighborhood. Just someone new that's very creative, very loving, very kind, a water sign perhaps, that comes into your life and brings new ideas. Okay. I have 3 other decks that I'm going to be pulling from. Gateway Oracle, which I like very much. Let's see what comes up. What do you think? This one? I think so. Breaking barriers. Look how... yeah, this is what we're doing. I expand beyond limitations into joy and freedom. We're going to be breaking through a lot of barriers this week. A lot of a lot of self-betrayal. Okay, the ways that we think about ourselves, that needs to change as well. Forgive ourselves, forgive our thoughts, forgive the seeming betrayals that we've had from others, so that we can break away from that negative energy or things that hold us back in all areas of life. So we're going to be breaking through a lot of those barriers, and see how the shining light is coming down. Light's going to be shining on all of us. Let's see, it's coming. And new growth is going to start showing in areas of our lives that have been dead or haven't even been out in the light. Things that are buried so deeply into our lives that we do not pull out under no circumstances. Why? I don't know. It could even be talents that you guys have that have been asleep. So perhaps there's new growth in the areas of talents that you have not used. Talents that you start to pull out and decide, okay, I'm going to start using this talent. Why not? But there's new growth happening in those areas of your life where there has never been any growth. Or maybe so long ago that it's been forgotten. So some things are going to begin to change in your life. Barriers are going to be overcome. Forward movement is going to happen in your life. And it's all due to this new authoritative energy that you're going to be experiencing this week, or start to experience this week. Let's see what our soul is going to be learning this week. Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. There's things that have happened in the past that you cannot change anymore. It's gone. It's finished. You cannot change it. You can't go back. So you need to accept that those things all happened for a reason and move forward in your life. You have to accept the way you look, the way you are, where you are now. You have to bring that acceptance into your life and balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. You need to start balancing your emotions along with your passions, with your forward movement, so that you can move your life forward with more authority, with more balance, which is very important. You can't just decide, okay, I'm just going to go work now, and just work 20 hours out of the day and sleep for 4, then get up and do it again. There's no balance in that. You need to balance your emotional life along with everything else that you do. Your spiritual life, your financial life, there has to be some type of a balance. Okay. One more deck. And then we're done. Ha! Already it popped out. Yay! Seek and you shall find. The answers are out there for you guys. There's signs as well that the divine gives us all. If there's something that you're wanting, they're ready to give it to you. You just have to seek it. Seek it from inside of you first. You want love? Look for it inside of you and it will manifest on the outside. You want a better career? Look for it inside of yourself. What is it that you want to do? What makes you happy? And it will manifest. You want better relationships with your family? Again, Look within. Everything is already inside of you. What we need to learn is to bring it out, to manifest it, to make it a reality, to take more charge of our lives so that we can manifest the things that we do love, that we do want in our lives. Seek and you shall find. The shepherd is there to give you exactly what you need. Peace, love, happiness. It's within us. We can try to reach for it. We just need to make a big effort in order to move the energy from inside of us to the outside and make it a reality. Alright guys, as always, I'm sending lots of love. I wish you lots of happiness. Again, remember, we are releasing some of the energy still. We are pulling it up to be able to analyze it, look at it, see it for what it is, and then release it. Ask the angels to take it with them, take that energy with them, take those memories with them, and turn them into love, turn them into something positive energy that you can move forward with and in life. Ask them for their assistance in your life so they can help you with all of this. That's what they're there for. Bye for now, and I'll talk to you again during the week and again on the weekend. Bye for now.